Coach make an opening statement on tonight's game?
I guess first, address Luau Dane. He's not with us right now. A little homesick, but gave him through the weekend to figure out what he wants to do. But in any case, we'll support whatever he wants. I think we've done a great job in recruiting him, bringing him here. But at the end of the day, homesick, playing time, whatever it may be, sometimes that affects it. But outside of that, like I shared with our team, I like to fight within us, and at the same time, we got to stop with the self-inflicted wounds and having a little bit more urgency for the 40 minutes. And kind of like I told them, I said at the end of the day, I think you have a coach that coaches with urgency, because you take a kid like Maldo, which I didn't know if he was going to play tonight. I didn't know if he was going to play 2 minutes. I didn't know if he was going to play 30 minutes. But I didn't know until he actually got on the floor. Same thing with Jake Hendricks tonight. Didn't know if he was going to play 2 or not at all, or play 22. But within that, I thought we had a really good first half. Not great, but really good. Did our job defending the three-point line. And I thought the three-point line became a factor in the second half, because we had some really good possessions where we got 3 stops in a row, even giving ourselves an opportunity. And then, I thought we relaxed a few times and, gave up like 3 or 4 threes in a row. And it hurt us at the end of the day. But still, even throughout that process, never give up mentality. Thought we came down there, and even in the midst of it, JJ making the 3, making it a game, a foul and free throw game. But then again, came up short against a very good program. I think they're well coached. I think they have nice pieces around the kid Jordan Davis, and I think they're going to have a good year and do well in that conference.
This is another game where you got off to another slow shooting start and kind of had to play catch up the whole game. Is there any particular thing that you put your finger on as to why the slow starts keep happening? I didn't particularly think today was one of those days, to be honest with you. I didn't think that. I thought, actually, Nye Redding came out of a slump there a little bit. Even AJ came in and made a few. I get more concerned about stopping the other team defensively than I do about offense. Like I told our guys, we're going to score enough points to win basketball games. What we have to do is stop guys from scoring points, and I thought we did a really good job in the first half. And the point, I thought we got complacent when we were up 23-15 or something like that. And then I thought we kind of relaxed, let emotion kind of come into play, and then they kind of got back in and then tied it up. But not like Evansville. Evansville, I thought was a whole different situation in the sense of hockey floor, not having a chance to go in and shoot around the day of the game. But tonight, I thought we came out with the right energy.
I think they were 2 of 17 at one point on threes, and like you said, you're down 10, you battle back to tie it, and then they just come down and just hit
bang,
those
bang,
2
bang.
threes. That kind of seemed to change the game a little bit.
Yeah. Well, and what I told our guys was, I thought it was the lack of urgency, at the end of the day, and from guys that are veterans, I would say, because I told the younger guys, Porter and Tyreek, when I put them in a game, if there's something, you got to defend for me. I can care less about the offense. But during that stretch, I thought it was a lack of urgency by our veteran guys. I don't know if the minutes was the problem, but you got to understand that this is a team that, wants to shoot somewhere in the 30s in the sense of attempts from the three-point line. So it's not like they were going to stop shooting it just because they wasn't shooting well early. Now, I thought our fly-around mentality affected some of those shots earlier in the game, but I thought there during the stretch, I thought we got sucked in a little bit too much, and the kid 13 got some really good looks.
Coach, Maldonado coming off the bench was big for you, especially late in the game. How important is it to this team to have a guy like him back?
Well, like I told him,
I told him the guy's kneeling down, can't even sit in the chair after the game, and it's painful for him right now. So for him to even go out there and actually play the way he played and not be 100%, like that to me is a warrior. That's a guy that's all in for the team, and whatever you need me to do, coach, I'll do it. And to be able to step in, take charges, get on the floor, like those things, because one thing I've actually got really good at here in the last couple of weeks is sitting in on doctor's appointments. So I understand some of this stuff when they're communicating it to me. So one of the biggest things when I was with him on this last one was that was one of the things that we were nervous about, him getting hit, him hitting the floor, him contorting his body, things of that nature. But I thought he was a warrior, you know, and he has a fight through. There's a few times I looked at his eyes and they were kind of watery, and I said, "Are you all right?" You know, and it was like, I want to take him out, you know, but at the end of the day, yeah, we're trying to win basketball games. But it was a catch-22. So, you know, he said I was good, so I kind of rolled with him, and, you know, he played big for us. So, you know, just me at the end of the day, as a coach, like those are the guys that you want to go to war with. Those are the guys you want in your foxhole because they're willing to do whatever needs to be done to help you win basketball game, and he's all in to do that.
What's led to Jake's struggles these last couple games?
Well, I don't like to blame anything. Like, first of all, I mean, I thought he didn't have an opportunity to get up shots at Evansville. And then today I didn't know if he was going to play or not because we had I guess you would call it a freak incident and shoot around where him and Bradley ran smack dab into each other, and it took him out of shoot around. And this was in the first 10 minutes of it. So he went upstairs with our trainer, Dallas, and they took the concussion test. He was a little low in some of the areas, but wanted to wait till we got back to the game to see how it felt in a sense of lights and noise to see what he'll be able to do. But at the same time, I think his situation is somewhat like JJ, to be honest with you, that he's the guy they're saying that can't shoot the three ball. Like that's what he does for us. So we again have to be able to get him shots. I think sometimes, or right now, I think he's trying to press it a little bit. That because the teams are trying to take that away from him, that anytime he gets a look, that he thinks he has to shoot it, and that's not the case. And my thing is, you just have to be guarded too. Like that's a good thing when you have a guy like JJ on the floor. So when JJ is able to do his thing and they're hugging up on you, that's a good thing. Now, when they slip or they make a mistake, then that's when you got to be ready to shoot the basketball.
Is it almost every time when either Thompson or Maldonado fall down, you just kind of hold your breath hoping that they get back up?
When actually both of them fell at the same time one time, and, you know, I went to the bench and I said, you know, wow, you know. And like I said, but, you know, Coach Jeremy kept coming up to me the few times that I took Mondo out. He's over there stretching. But as soon as he's ready, Coach, I'll let you know. And, you know, Thompson, he's just going to continue to grow. He's going to be a really good basketball player. And where he's going to help this program is with him just continuing to be even more aggressive. On both ends, not only in the post and shooting the basketball, but even from a defensive standpoint, using his physicality. So as he continues to play more games, you're going to see the development of a really, really good big kid.
Do you think at some point JJ's trying to keep everybody else so involved that in the first half maybe he doesn't assert himself as much as he does the second half?
Well, you know, my thing to him is I just rather him play basketball the right way, because I think guys in that scenario can get caught up trying to do too much early, to be honest with you, and not have enough at the end to play. My thing to him is always trusting the process, and just like I told these guys, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, the record may not say what we want it to say. But are we moving, or are we getting better? Are we moving in the right direction? And if he continues to play the way he's playing by allowing his teammates to be out there to help rather than just trying to play Superman basketball. When we're healthy, I think we'll be fine.
You guys, I mean, you're getting 25, 30 from him during the stretch, and the assists and rebounds, as you mentioned. I mean, you get Hunter back, he goes for 20. You get Thompson back, he's 15 the last 2 games. Is it frustrating to let these games get away when you're getting that kind of production?
Well, like I told him, it's more about the self-inflicted wounds.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, it's good to get. Like, to me, I can care less about the 20 points from Maldo. Maldo is like, he's a comfort level for me as a coach, just having him on the floor, because he can have 10 and be really, really effective in all other areas. I think Thompson, as he gets even more and more, I think he's a guy that can hover around 20, to be honest with you. And then, you know, I think Knott can be a 15-plus guy, too, when he gets back. And I think that tag team, or even if they're on the floor, can be really dangerous. But while we're going through this, not only having those guys being able to do that, where I think we still have to get better, and I told this to our newer guys, is I'm trying to limit their minutes. Because I can sit there and say, yeah, they gave us good minutes in the sense of scoring this, that, and that. But fatigue does kick in at some point, and I thought we made some fatigue errors as well. So when I'm getting on the newer guys about urgency, I'm getting on them for a reason. And I told them I don't want to play JJ for 38 minutes. I think JJ can be a 34-minute guy if we can plug him with other guys. Same thing with Maldo. I would love to get Thompson up there in that 34 range as well. But we have to be able to have a comfort level when guys are on the floor.